Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the Pirates. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Chad Kuhl is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's focus our attention on Josh Harrison. Basically your Swiss Army knife for a manager. The ability to play up the middle, premium positions, also both corners, and carries a nice bat.
Standing in, Xander Bogaerts. He will lead this one off today. First delivery to him on the way. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Line down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard but pulled it foul.
Line towards center field. That gets down and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
The 0-1 pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Bogaerts rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
These fans haven't even had a chance to grab a soda and a hot dog before the offensive fireworks are flying. First we had a leadoff single, then a 2-base hit to drive in a run. If this pattern continues, a triple should be on tap next.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Lifted in the air out to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. The relay, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Center fielder, Mookie Betts.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1. You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
1-0 is a fastball that misses.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
Outside, 3-0 now. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit up.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4-hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Marte is under it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Digging in, Rafael Devers. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Red Sox lead it 2-0. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
Mike Foltynewicz gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 1, Foltynewicz. Hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. His fastball taken high for a ball.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
One out, nobody on. Full count now, 3-2. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And it's 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
From the stretch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Goldschmidt is off at first with 2 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The 2-0. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Now the 3-0 offering. Fouled off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And it's fouled away.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as the Pirates have come back to tie things at 2.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this two-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Striding in for Boston, Mitch Moreland. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Mitch Moreland.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike one. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting eighth, catcher, Blake Swihart.
Stepping up now, Blake Swihart, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup right down the middle.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And that misses 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Into the box, Mike Foltynewicz. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 2-2. Josh Harrison stands in. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Second baseman, Josh Harrison.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Benintendi. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field as the Pirates now take a 3-2 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's David Freese to stand in.
David Freese.
He'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The pitch. Popped him up. Swihart over to his right. One away.
Batting 8, catcher Francisco Cervelli.
Digging in now, Francisco Cervelli. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Betts on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting 9, pitcher Cool.
So here now is the pitcher, Chad Kuhl. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Now the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. There is Pedroia. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We've played 2, and Pittsburgh's taken a 3-2 lead. Stepping into the box, Xander Bogaerts. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at-bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Lifted in the air out to left. Dickerson arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Second baseman Dustin Pedroia.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Dustin Pedroia. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And Pedroia's got himself a base hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. Around second, Pedroia looking for 3. The relay throw, the tag, and he's called out trying to stretch 2 bases into 3.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here it comes. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here's the pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail 3-2. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning.
Starling Marte.
First pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Martinez on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Adam Frazier.
Now at the plate, Adam Frazier. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. On the run is Benintendi, and no one will track it down. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Up with it, Swihart, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. So a runner on first with one out now, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
A 3-1 count to the left fielder of the Bucks. Gregory Polanco is on deck. The 3-1. Full count now, 3-2. Frazier on second. Goldschmidt is over at first with one away. Hard hit ball to second. Look at Pedroia to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this. Here's Mookie Betts as we begin the top of the fourth.
Center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Line drive to center field. Marte is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He hit a sac fly earlier. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Polanco has a read on it. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Stepping in, Rafael Devers. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Harrison. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Pirates lead it 3-2. Chris Sale is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his third game so far this spring.
Chris Sale.
Striding in once again, Gregory Polanco comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Gregory Polanco.
First pitch of the at bat on its way. And he takes ball one. The 1-0. Fouled off. Sale stands 6'6" and throws from the left side. He was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Into the box now, Josh Harrison. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Stepping in now, David Freese. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Blake Swihart.
Digging in the switch hitter, Blake Swihart. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Standing in now, Chris Sale. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. soft liner towards short, and that'll be the second out.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Xander Bogaerts, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A shot down the first baseline. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line, a fair ball. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set, now the pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Bogaerts at second with 2 down. Into the corner and slicing foul. Line toward right center. Oh, and he botches it. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Here's Mookie Betts as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. 3 runs already home here. Hit on the ground out to short. Frazier has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox are out in front, 5-3. Stephen Wright, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Stephen Wright.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 0-1 delivery. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Fouled away. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Josh Bell will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Starling Marte. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
0-1's the count.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with two outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with two outs.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
1-2, here it comes. Fouled off. Try again, 1-2. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Popped him up. Swihart shading to his right. And he brings it in on the warning track. Down in order go the Pirates. They're still down 5-3. Kevin Segrist will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring.
Kevin Segrist.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. Two-0 count. The pitch is a fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. The 2-1. A bouncer up. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Rafael Devers the next to bat as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Benintendi, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. The 2-1 home. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for the Red Sox as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Roenis Elias enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 29, Roenis Elias.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. They'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. Here comes the first pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. The 1-1. Hit in the air out to center field. On the move is Betts. Makes the play, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now regarding his previous meetings with Roenis Elias. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that one is gone. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
The left fielder, number 7.
Into the box
Corey
now, Corey Dickerson.
Dickerson.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. The 2-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Betts. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The right fielder, number 25, Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Pedroia has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Bucks draw a bit closer on the solo home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's down to 1 at 5-4 now. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Roberto Garcia is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Roberto Garcia.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in his center field.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Garcia gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. And he misses. 2-1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Line softly toward the hole, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin Pedroia.
Christian Vasquez will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Runners on first with one down. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. So two pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Popped him up. Cervelli is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Colby Rasmus will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Colby Rasmus.
Try to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Now he's safe at third as a run will score on the play as well. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. ball down the line. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The batter.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Billy Hamilton.
Bo Schultz will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Go.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it, and that's the 3rd out. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 7th inning stretch time here in the Sunshine State. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Buccos 4. Travis Leroy will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 30.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Kobe Rasmus will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Steve Selsky will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Billy Hamilton is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play 3rd now. Tyler Thornburg gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Tyler Thornburg.
Zue Lin is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at 2nd. Josh Harrison will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Leroy is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Devin Marrero has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new 3rd baseman.
Now playing 3rd base, number 17.
Here's David Freese to stand in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Freese behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
The 2-2. And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Francisco Cervelli. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Moreland is there for it. And that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Digging in once again, Mitch Moreland. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Moreland.
Now here it comes. Popped high in the air. Freeze has a play. 1 down. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look here at our line score through the first 7. Next up for the Red Sox, Blake Swihart. So far 2 for 3 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Tom Murphy will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25. Tom Murphy.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Murphy, the former Colorado Rocky. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. There's Harrison for 1. Returning throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More spring training baseball from Florida. Following this, Ariel Miranda is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Ariel Miranda.
J.J. Hardy will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bradley over to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Center fielder number 6. Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. In his last at bat, he popped out in foul ground. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
2-2 to Adam Frazier. Two out, nobody on. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And Rasmus will put this one away to retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. A.J. Schugel enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So striding forward now, Travis Leroy.
Shortstop, Travis Leroy.
Here it comes. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Zue Lin.
Now batting, Zue Lin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. The 1-0. On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, boys. Through the 5.5, the old Tony Gwynn hole. And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second is able to let that ball, see it go through, and then advance up to third.
Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And they're runners at the corners now. A 1 pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Marte. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Steve Selski will bat next. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate. He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
And that'll bring up Devin Marrero as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
So digging in now, Mitch Moreland. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. This is foul for the first strike. Started that swing a bit too early.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Red Sox settle for just the one. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. The Red Sox on top, 9-4. Brian Johnson will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 63, Brian Johnson.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, that last at bat, Danny, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter. So he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Rasmus at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center, his second of the game as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
In now, Corey Dickerson. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Johnson, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
2-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike. No outs, nobody on. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Gregory Polanco will be next. The 3-1 pitch. Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple. And if the pattern holds, the next hitter will rope a double to bring another run home here. We shall see.
Here's Gregory Polanco. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. No hits to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Ranging back is Bradley, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 2-run dinger for Gregory Polanco as this lead has been sliced down to 2. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty D, how about this, people? If you come to watch offense, you pick the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Zach Britton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
The batter, second baseman, John Harrison.
Josh Harrison stands in. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Selski looks up. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game, as it's now a one-run ball game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Third baseman, number 23, David Freese.
Here's David Freese to stand in. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, he's gone 3 for 4. He also has 1 home run. Now the 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Four runs here in this half inning. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Rasmus giving chase. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, and they're not going to get him at third. He's in there with nobody out as the potential tying run.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. And he fouls this one off. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. Fouled away. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Neil Walker will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 50, Neil Walker.
Here's a little chopper up the middle on the first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Starling Marte. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Freeze on third with 2 out. And this ball swung out and hit to center field, and this should do it. Grassman is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. Boston used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Chris Sale is credited with the win. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 9 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Pirates, 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. And please drive home safely.